I'm Michael. I always sit at the third table from the window, front row, dead center in the row. Not because I like it, because Dad says it's the spot where I can focus. Afternoon sun slants through the glass, hitting my graph paper notebook just right. Everything's lined up. Pencils sharpened to perfect points, paper crisp and unwrinkled. Handwriting so neat it could be typed. Teachers call me the model student. Classmates call me that kid, the one everyone's parents use as an example. I just give this tight smile, because I know the truth. I'm not a person. I'm a machine programmed to be flawless. That day was the final math exam. The bell rings, and the room explodes. Kids bolting like startled birds. I pack up slow, methodical. Books in the bag over my shoulder, out into the hallway. Behind me, sneakers squeak and thud in chaotic rhythm. But I don't look back. I never look back. Then I hear Mr. Harris barking from the far end of the corridor. Daniel, drawing in your workbook again? This is the third time this month. I stop, not out of curiosity because of the name, Daniel. It lands like a wrong note in the middle of the school's endless monotone symphony. I glance over. Daniel's leaning against the wall, gray hoodie swallowing him whole, black hair a messy curtain half covering his eyes. He doesn't duck his head or mumble apologies like everyone else would. He just shrugs, that half smirk tugging at his mouth, the kind that makes you want to punch him and stare a little longer at the same time. Mr. H, I just added a few lines. The page looks so damn sad. Mr. Harris's face goes brick red. Sad? You think this is sketchbook hour? Hand it over. I'm calling your parents tomorrow. Daniel slides the workbook across, but before he lets go, he flips to the last page. There's a bird, wings spread wide, breaking right out of the grid lines. It's not trapped in the squares. It's flying off the edge of the paper. I'm standing maybe 10 feet away, gripping my bag strap so hard my knuckles ache. My heart's hammering faster than usual. Not because I'm scared of Mr. Harris yelling. I'm used to that. It's the way Daniel looks at his own drawing. Like he doesn't give a shit about consequences, doesn't care about detention or being labeled a screw-up. He just exists, lives. Mr. Harris snatches the book and storms off. Daniel stays put, hands shoved in his pockets, watching the teacher's back for a second before letting out this quiet sigh. Then he turns, and his eyes lock on mine. I flinch, almost drop my bag. His eyes are dark brown, deep, but not in some tragic poet way. More like a lake at dusk. Calm on the surface, but you can feel the current moving underneath if you look close enough. He raises an eyebrow, then gives me this real smile, not the polite one people fake. Hey, you're Michael, right? The smartest guy in our grade. His voice is low, a little rough, like he just rolled out of a nap. I swallow hard, brain blanking on what to say. Normally I'd nod and walk away, but my feet are glued to the floor. Yeah, I manage. Comes out quieter than I mean. He steps closer, leans down just enough to meet my eyes straight on. You always this wound tight? Like a guitar string about to snap? Loosen up, man. Nobody's gonna bite you. Heat floods my face. Not embarrassment exactly, more like something new, something weird. Because someone's actually talking to me like this. And suddenly I'm noticing his mouth. The way the bottom lip's a little fuller, curves when he smirks. I turn my head quick. Gotta get home. He chuckles, soft. Yeah, go ahead. But see you tomorrow, Michael. He says my name. Not the smart kid, not that perfect one. Just Michael. I bolt down the hall, heart slamming against my ribs. My hands shake when I unzip my bag for the water bottle. Cold water slides down my throat, but it doesn't cool the burn spreading through my chest. For the first time ever, I'm actually looking forward to tomorrow. And for the first time, I'm not sure I want to go straight home. The school library at lunch is so quiet it feels suffocating. Smell of old paper mixed with burnt coffee from the machine in the corner. Sun pours through the big windows, painting long gold stripes across the wood floor. I sit at the back table, near the advanced math shelves nobody ever touches. Textbook open to the exercises, hands flat on the table. Waiting. Daniel shows up 10 minutes late, like time's just a suggestion. Faded white t-shirt, sleeves rolled up showing lean, strong forearms streaked with dried blue acrylic. He scans the room, spots me, and that slow smile spreads, the one that skips my heartbeat. Sorry, Michael. Had to scrub my hands in the art room. Acrylic stubborn as hell. He drags the chair out, sits across from me. It squeaks like it's complaining. I nod, trying to sound normal. Mr. Harris told me to tutor you in math. You need at least a C to avoid repeating the year. He nods, but his eyes aren't on the book. They're on me. Steady. Unblinking. I know. But are you sure I need math help? Or do you just need an excuse to sit here with me? My face ignites. I duck my head, rearrange my pencils like it's important. Don't mess around. Let's start. Problem 17, page 84. I slide the textbook toward him. He picks it up, flips a couple pages, then stops. Instead of reading, he pulls this beat-up leather sketchbook from his backpack and a stick of charcoal. Not a pen. Charcoal. What are you doing? My voice cracks higher than I want. Drawing. Drawing what? We have to study. He doesn't answer right away. Just sets the sketchbook down. Tilts his head, studying me. Sunlight catches his face. Turns those dark eyes molten with little flecks of gold. Then he starts. Quick, sure strokes. I freeze, because I know he's drawing me. My pulse thuds so loud I swear he can hear it. Every line feels like it's brushing my skin. Jawline, nose, eyes. When he gets to my mouth, I bite my lower lip without thinking. He pauses, smirks. Don't bite your lip. You're throwing off the shape. I release it fast, cheeks burning. My fingers clamp the table edge till they go white. He keeps going. No more words. Just the soft scratch of charcoal and my breathing short, shaky. 10 minutes. Maybe 30. Time blurs. Finally he stops, studies the page, then pushes the sketchbook toward me. Look, I lean in. It's me. But not the me I see in the mirror every morning. The tense face, dead eyes, tight mouth. This version has sad eyes. Not pathetic sad. Deep sad. Like something buried for years finally showing itself. Lips parted. Like I'm about to speak but haven't found the courage yet. And across my hair, a few streaks of gold. Actual sunlight from the window right now. My finger touches the page. Hand trembling. Is this me? He nods, voice low and warm. Yeah. This is Michael when nobody's forcing him to be perfect. I lift my eyes to his. For once I don't look away. He's not smiling anymore. Just watching me, gentle in a way that hurts. You don't have to be a machine. You can be sad. You can be tired. And you're still beautiful. The word beautiful drops between us like a stone in still water. Ripples spread. I swallow, throat raw. I've never seen myself like that. He leans forward. His fingers brush the back of my hand. Just a touch. But heat races up my arm, electric, straight down my spine. Then from now on, let me look at you. I'll draw you every time you forget who you are. I don't pull away. Outside, the lunch bell rings. But I don't move. I want to stay right here, in this gold light with the drawing and with him. For the first time, I'm not terrified of being seen. And for the first time, I want to see myself through his eyes. The end-of-day bell chimes, same old jingle, but today it hits different. It's not my cue to sprint home, bury myself in homework, wait for Dad's inspection. Today it's a signal to wait. I'm at the school gate, backpack slung over one shoulder, fingers white-knuckling the strap like if I let go I'll disappear. Daniel appears from the basketball courts, same gray hoodie, backpack slung crossbody, holding 2 clear plastic cups of bubble tea. He spots me, grins. That grin that crinkles his eyes and shows the tiny dimple on his left cheek. Been waiting long? He hands me one. Matcha latte, light sugar. Figured you don't do super sweet. Our fingers brush when I take it. Cold from the cup. Warm from his skin. I shake my head. Nah, just got here. We walk out the gate without much talk. My polished black dress shoes click steady. His sneakers scuff loose and easy, like he's half dancing down the sidewalk. Two completely different rhythms, but somehow they stay side by side. We turn down the little side street behind school, lined with red maple leaves blazing in late fall. He stops at this old-school tea place, faded wooden sign. Sits on the stoop, pats the spot next to him. Sit. Sip slow, don't brain freeze yourself. I sit, leaving a careful hand's width between us. Close enough to catch the faint whiff of acrylic paint mixed with matcha. I take a sip. Slight bitterness, then soft sweet. Strange. I've never had anything but plain water or Dad's black coffee. He stares out at the street, watching middle schoolers pedal by on bikes. Voice low. I've been drawing since I was little. Mom says I started scribbling the second I could hold a pencil. Dad just laughed. Said, "This kid's gonna end up a street artist." He worked night shifts a lot, so afternoons were quiet. But he always backed me up. Mom let me run wild. We weren't rich, but they both said the same thing. Do what makes you happy as long as you're happy. I grip my cup tighter. He turns to me. What about you? What do you like? Simple question. Feels like a knife. I've never asked myself that. I only know what I have to do. Ace tests. Get into a top school, make my parents proud. I stare at my shoes. Don't know. I just know I'm scared. He doesn't laugh. Just tilts his head. Scared of what? The sound of keys in the lock every night. Dad's heavy footsteps on the stairs. Mom's quiet, you have to try harder before she goes silent when he walks in. My heart pounding every time he asks for grades. I'm scared to go home. He doesn't speak right away. Just scoots a little closer. His shoulder brushes mine. No hug, no pat. Just contact. Enough for his warmth to seep through my shirt. I used to be scared to go home too. Nights Dad worked late, house felt dead quiet. Mom worked evenings, so I'd be alone. But I figured out how to fill it. Drew on walls, on paper, on anything. Made my own noise. My own laughter. I look up. Late afternoon light hits his hair, turning it reddish brown. His eyes don't pity me. They understand. No words needed. I don't know how to make laughter, I whisper. He smiles. Small. Then stick with me. I'll show you. He stands, holds out his hand. Palm up. Little calluses from brushes. Smudges of blue that won't wash off. I stare at it. Heart racing so hard I'm sure he hears it. Then I place my hand in his. His fingers close, warm, steady. Not tight. Just enough to hold on. We keep walking. My steps still even, but now matched with his loose, free ones. Slowly they sink. At the corner he stops, turns. Tomorrow after school. Meet here? I nod. No hesitation. Yeah. He smiles, let's go. But the warmth stays on my palm the whole walk home. That night, when the key turns in the lock, I don't flinch like usual. Because in my head, it's not Dad's voice yelling. It's Daniel's quiet laugh, the taste of matcha, the feel of his hand in mine. For the first time, tomorrow can't come fast enough. Not for school. For him. Rain starts in the afternoon. Not pouring, just that fine, soaking mist that creeps into your clothes and chills you to the bone. I'm under the sagging awning of the old bus stop, roof full of holes, water dripping steady onto cracked concrete. Hands jammed deep in my hoodie pockets, clutching my phone like it's an anchor. Daniel shows up late, jogging from down the block. Hoodie drenched, hair plastered to his forehead. He stops in front of me, breath fogging in the cold air. His smile's tired, worried. Thought you would have gone home already. Why are you still here? I don't answer right away. Rain patters on metal, drowning my heartbeat. I stare at my shoes, little puddles forming around them. I don't want to go home. He goes quiet, then steps closer. Doesn't ask why. Just stands there, shoulder to shoulder, like his presence is enough. Rain picks up. Water sheets off the awning. A thin curtain between us and everything else. My throat closes. Words rise, sink, rise again. He turns. His eyes are wet. Rain or something else? I can't tell. Voice low, almost lost in the downpour. Michael, why do you always hold yourself together like you're gonna break? It hits like a punch. I shiver, not from cold, My hand comes up to wipe rain from my face, but tears are already there, mixing in. I'm scared I choke out, voice cracking. Scared if I'm not perfect, Dad won't want me as his son anymore. Scared if my grades slip, Mom'll be disappointed. Scared. If I'm just me, everyone will leave. He doesn't speak, just watches, then slowly lifts his hand, cups my cheek. Fingers cold from rain, but so warm because they're his. You don't have to be perfect with me, he says. I like you because you're Michael, not the grades, not the machine everybody else sees. I like you because you get sad when nobody's looking, because you shake when you hold my hand, because you blush when I draw you. I meet his eyes, dark brown, catching the dim streetlight glow. My heart hurts from beating so hard. I stop thinking, just move. I grab his hand, lace our fingers, squeeze. His skin's cold, palm warm. He squeezes back, gentle, sure. We stand there in the drizzle. No words, just rain and our breathing syncing up. Then he pulls me closer. I rest my head on his shoulder. It's bony, wet fabric against my cheek, but I don't care. His warmth spreads, chasing out the cold, squeezing my chest. No big declarations, no movie kiss in the rain. Just my head on his shoulder, our hands locked tighter, and silence saying we've crossed that invisible line. He murmurs into my hair, voice rough from the chill. From now on, you don't go home alone. I've got you. I close my eyes. Rain trickles down my neck, but I'm not cold anymore. Just his shoulder, his hand, his heartbeat thundering against mine. For the first time, rain doesn't scare me, because it brought him closer than ever. And I know I'm not alone anymore. Daniel opens the door before my second knock. Old t-shirt with a goofy doodled cat on it. Hair wrecked from a nap. Smells hit me. Garlic sizzling, onions, hot rice, warm, homey in a way I've never known. Come in, Michael. Mom's cooking. Dad's on afternoon shift. Won't be back till late. I step inside, hesitate at the threshold. Small one-story house. Cream walls gone soft yellow. Handmade paintings hung crooked. Old couch against the wall. Coffee table buried under art books. Paint boxes. And a gray cat curled asleep. Nothing's aligned. Nothing shines. But it doesn't feel tight. Feels safe. His mom, Lisa, comes out of the kitchen. Apron tied around her waist. Hair in a messy bun. Silver strands loose. No office clothes like my mom, no makeup, no fake smile. She looks at me, really looks, then smiles wide. Eyes crinkling, little lines at the corners. Hi, Michael. Daniel's told me so much about you. Come eat, short ribs are almost done. I freeze, backpack strap digging into my shoulder. Nobody's spoken to me like that in years. My mom says Michael, clipped, cool, like checking a list. Dad says son, but only when he's pleased. Lisa doesn't wait for me to answer. She slips the bag off my shoulder, sets it on the couch. Leave that here, looks heavy. Your hands are freezing, go wash up in the kitchen. I made cucumber salad too. You like? I nod, mute. Hands are cold, from nerves. From being afraid I don't belong here. In the kitchen, Daniel's leaning on the counter, stirring the pot with chopsticks. He glances over, winks. Sit. Mom's food is killer. Don't be shy. I sit at the small table. 4 chairs, one wobbly from a chewed leg. Plate of short ribs in front. Tender meat, glossy brown sauce. Bright green onions scattered on top. The smell makes my mouth water. We never have this at home. Grilled chicken salad, no dressing, brown rice, plain steamed veggies. Lisa sets a steaming bowl of rice in front of me. Eat up. You're too skinny. All that studying must wear you out. I pick up chopsticks. Hands shake. First bite, salty sweet, crispy garlic bits. Meat melting. I chew slow, fighting tears. Throat tight. Not from spice. From warmth. Lisa sits across, doesn't ask about grades. Doesn't ask what school I'm aiming for. Doesn't ask about my future. Just, you like it spicy? Next time I'll add chili. I shake my head, nod, shake again. Face flaming. Like it like this. Thank you. She smiles, reaches over, ruffles my hair. Easy, natural, like she's done it 100 times. Her hands warm, rough from housework, gentle enough I almost sob out loud. Daniel sits beside me, knee brushing mine under the table. Doesn't say much, just adds more ribs to my bowl. Every time he does, his eyes meet mine. Not pity, just, you belong here. Dinner lasts longer than I'm used to. We talk random stuff. The cat that jumps on counters, the half-finished painting in Daniel's room, the time Lisa burned an entire batch of cookies and set off the smoke alarm. No grades, no parents, no you have to try harder. When we clear plates, Lisa pats my shoulder. Stay and hang out with Daniel. I'm running to the store, back soon. I'll make flan for dessert. I nod, soft. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. She leaves. Kitchen quiets. Daniel pulls me to the living room, drops onto the couch. Cat leaps onto his lap. Then mine. I stroke its fur, hand trembling. You okay? He asks. I don't answer right away. Just duck my head. Let hair fall forward. Tears hit the back of my hand. Hot. I've never eaten dinner without being scared of getting asked about my grades. He doesn't hug me right away. Scoots closer, shoulder to shoulder, hand resting light on mine. Here, you don't have to be scared of anything. Mom doesn't care if you're a straight-A kid. She cares if you're hungry, if you're happy. I look up. His eyes are red-rimmed, but he's smiling. I'm glad you came. For real. I lean my head on his shoulder. Familiar now from that rainy day. Warmth spreads, melts the ice I've carried from my own house. For the first time, I cry not from pain, from happiness, from relief, from finally having a place that feels like home. Even if it's just for dinner, even if it's temporary. But for me, it's enough. Enough to make me want to stay forever.